Well, good afternoon, friends. Happy Sunday to everybody. Uh, I haven't been live since like February, so I thought I would pop on. Sorry for the short notice, and do the Sunday Oracle message live. And maybe we could have a chat if anyone pops in. Um, we'll just sort of take it as it goes. So, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a great weekend and um, enjoying their Sunday. And sorry about the technical issues, so I'm a wee bit late. My camera was going all funny on me. So, while I get myself organized and get some cards out, because I'm not ready. I mean, why would you be prepared, Kelly? Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Fleck. Good morning, Anita. Why would you be ready? Why would you be ready? So, how is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I don't have a whole lot to report, to be perfectly honest. I'm sure that many of you have questions as to where the heck I've been and what I've been doing, and we'll get to that in a bit. And that's not to keep you in suspense, that's just so that I don't have to continuously repeat myself. My eyes are watering. Good morning, Linda. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. What Teresa said, yes, please. Well, I've been away. I've lost a lot of subscribers. And so for those of you that are still with me, I appreciate this work. Most grateful. Thank you so much. What I wanted to do today for the Sunday Oracle message was do a little like collective reading, and then we will pull some cards for you guys if you want. So let me know in the chat, in the comments. It's raining here again. So it rained all last week, and now it's raining again today. Yesterday, though, was a beautiful day. It was like 23 degrees Celsius, which is like, I don't know, 70 some odd Fahrenheit. It was beautiful. The sun was shining. The birds were chirping. We got some backyard work done that is, been in desperate need of getting done. But the weather, I mean, like 2 weeks ago, we had hail. So welcome to Canada, friends. Welcome to Canada. Oh, good, Linda. I'm glad that you're doing well, love. Doing okay? Oh, no, Fleck. I'm so sorry, love. I'm so sorry to hear that. Good morning, Vivian. How are you, my dear? It's good to see you. So, while I shuffle up some cards, let's just have a quick chat. So, I have been away for a long while. I haven't been live since February. I just needed to take a step back and sort of recharge, refresh, regroup. My anxiety was really high. My mental health was a little bit, teetering on a not so good way. And that sort of happened at the beginning of the new year. I was doing okay for a little while, and then I wasn't. And so I needed to take some time and step back and, look after myself. I am doing better now. I'm still not 100%. I'm trying to work through it. And so I really appreciate all of your support and your patience while I navigate that space, right? So today's Oracle message is about that. How do we get through something that's really challenging, right? When we feel like we're taking 2 steps forward and 4 steps backwards. How do we unstuck ourselves? for lack of a better way to put it. Now I have 3 decks of cards out. You know that I could pull more, right? I've got the Spellcasting Oracle. Beautiful deck. I've got the Quantum Oracle. Whoops, upside down. Beautiful deck. And I also have the Spirit Animal Oracle. And I just sort of want to start from there, right? So the first deck I'm going to pull from is the Quantum Oracle. Now, you guys know when I do my Sunday Oracle messages, sometimes I come with a message and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just let the cards navigate, let Spirit navigate me through the cards. Oh, have you, Linda? I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm also happy to hear that you're sharing that, because, you know, when someone else says that they're going through something similar, it just makes you feel a little bit lighter, you know, like you're not going through it alone. Like it's not just you, right? So, you know how I'm always telling you guys about channeling your energy creatively, right? And I love to craft. We'll leave it at that big label. And so recently, well, this isn't a short story. It's kind of a long, convoluted story. But this speaks to the stuck part and also my anxiety level. So for those of you that have been following me for a long time, you know that I love to decorate my house. And every season, I sort of change all the colors. So we changed to pink for cherry blossoms and springtime. And then all of a sudden, I wanted to switch it up and change it. And I didn't know what color to change it to. And I was, you know, talking to my husband, and all of a sudden I was like, teal, right? Lovely, beautiful shade of teal. And then I was like purple, lavender. And then I thought like that sort of like French provincial blue, kind of country blue color. Well, then I couldn't decide. So I was like, let's do all 3. So I spent a fortune on crafting materials because I was bound and determined I was going to craft. Oh my God, you guys. I have paint everywhere, crafting supplies, you know, hot glue, whatever, everywhere. Nothing has turned out. Everything is a mess. And I am like distraught over it. Now that's when I know that my anxiety is high, because I literally will allow something so insignificant to really get me down. But I think the moral to the story, to the problem, was that I wanted so desperately, I needed so desperately to feel like something that I put my hands on was going to work out, right? And this makes me slightly emotional to talk about. So if I start, you know, sobbing, pay no mind to it. Just know that it comes from the heart. You know, when you try so hard, when you work so hard, when you put all of your energy and all of your effort into something, and it just doesn't feel right, it just doesn't look right, it just doesn't flow properly, it can be really mind-boggling and really send you down a negative path, right? And so that's what I mean by being stuck. Like, to me, that's stuck, right? But however stuck applies to you, hopefully Spirit's going to guide us, give us some words of wisdom, some gentle guidance. As you know, that's what I'm here for, and help us. Oh, thanks, Fleck. That's very kind. Hi, Susan. Good morning. Vivian, did you start a channel, love? If you started a channel, pop it in the chat, love. All right, let's ask Spirit for some guidance. How do we navigate that unstuck space? How do we navigate that feeling of not being able to just quite complete something to our own satisfaction. It could be that our expectations are too high. It could be that we've set that bar, that standard, so high. Could be that we're just overthinking it. Or it could be deeper, right? It could be that need for validation or accomplishment. And that speaks to lots of other things, right? That's a really good point, Susan. I like that, right? Take it as a sign not to do it now. Please be patient with yourself. And that's exactly right. That's exactly what we should do. That's exactly how you could be kind to yourself in that moment. But many of us, myself included, when my anxiety gets the better of me, I'm like a dog with a bone. I can't let it go. Do you know what I mean? Now, interestingly, look at what Spirit has given us. Intention and taking steps. Speaking to Susan's point, right? Because here's the thing. As long as you're taking a step, as long as you're doing something, as long as you're trying something, there is positivity in that. There is growth in that. There is forward movement in that, right? If you got up and made an effort, the result isn't necessarily the goal or the measure of how well you did. It is about the fact that you took a step, right? That you made the movement, that you tried. That is growth. That's beautiful. That's possibilities. That's opportunities, right? That's progress. Yes, we do tend to definitely be hard on ourselves. And yes, don't focus on success or failure. Focus on trying. You know, in my particular case, using the crafts as my example, you know, in my head, it looks this way, right? And with the best of intentions, I sat down and then it was like, yuck. But instead of going back to the drawing board, you know, reassessing, I like totally caved and I let it become a negative thing. Because I really and truthfully just needed. I truly felt like I, Kelly, needed that to just work out beautifully for me, you know? I wanted so desperately for it just to be okay. And that speaks to my anxiety because many other things are at loose ends, right? The loving woman, I mean, honestly, Spirit is amazing. The loving woman. Whether this is about loving yourself or having a great support system, like if you're feeling down, if you feel that way, you know, reach out. Reach out. Maybe you journal. Maybe you speak to a passed over loved one. Maybe you speak to Spirit. Maybe you throw your hands up over your heart and do some self-soothing. You know, allow yourself to just be in that moment and be okay. Going back to what Vivian said, right? Tending to be so hard on ourselves. We set these false sense of standards and expectations on ourselves that we can't even meet because they're like pie in the sky. Good morning, Allie. How are you, my friend? Hi, Anita. Good morning. Professional assistants. Whether you use tarot or oracle cards, maybe a therapist, right? Somebody else who can see the situation for what it is and offer you sound guidance and assistance. And I just want to say that there is no shame and there is no blame if you do therapy. Well, good morning, Dolores. Thank you for being here. Hi, Ellen. Good to see you, my friend. Now, listen, Ellen, I haven't been live since February, so you haven't missed me at all, my love. As I said in the beginning, I've been struggling with my anxiety, and I just needed to really take a step back and sort of, recharge, regroup, refresh. I'm not 100%, but I'm a lot better than I was before. And I'm a work in progress, as always, my friends. And I thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you. All right, so now we're going to move to the spellcasting oracle to sort of continue this message. So this is how Spirit is telling us that we can help ourselves to remove that unstuck feeling, right? To find that inspiration, to find that motivation, remembering that a step is growth, right? To focus on the present, not the result, not the journey, not the destination, right? Not the result. Be kind and loving to yourself. Really amp up that positivity for taking that step, right? And if you need professional assistance, if you need support, if you need a therapist, if you need your best friend, if you need that unbiased feeling, maybe it's going to church, maybe it is a spiritual consultant, whatever it might be, there is no blame and shame. Life is hard. Adulting is difficult. This is just a friend. And that's the way that we need to think about it, right? Oh, thanks, Sally. Appreciate you, my friend. All right. So this is from the Spellcasting Oracle. Happiness. One of the hardest things that I've had to relearn since being diagnosed with anxiety panic disorder is this: happiness. That my happiness is important. Not what other people want me to feel or think that I should be feeling, what other people's opinions are, right? This is a moment-to-moment thing. And more importantly than that is that I can create my own happiness. If I come from a place of joy, if I come from a place of positivity, if I come from a place of kindness within myself, lowering those expectations, taking it step by step, day by day, remembering that I have so much to be grateful for, and so much to be like feeling inside. I mean, that's not proper English, but if I allow myself to feel it, right? Instead of just immediately going to the negative. So this is about creating your own joy, remembering your joy, basking in that joy, right? Those moments where we take that step, it didn't work out. And before we go down this slippery slope and start blaming ourselves and shaming ourselves and letting that negative thinking and self-sabotaging kind of behavior like creep in and like take over the situation, maybe we phone a friend, maybe we throw on some music, maybe we go out in the backyard, maybe we play with our animals, maybe we read a good book, maybe we sing a song, or maybe we do all of those. Because it's a moment. It's like a light switch, right? As fast as it happened, it could go away if we only allow ourselves to remember that it was just a step. Yes, Susan, gratitude is the path to happiness. All right, let us continue. Good morning, Louise. How are you, my dear friend? Good to see everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. All right, we had 4 cards fly out the backside of that deck. So, forgiveness. Let it go. Nobody It's going to make me emotional. Nobody understands how difficult this is more than I do. Because I have held on to stuff for 10 years and tried to control that narrative. It takes so much energy to hold on to that. In order for this happiness to be at the forefront, for this to be the step forward all the time, you must forgive yourself. You've got to let that negative energy go. It's not about the thing. It's not about the person. It's not about the cause. It's not about the situation. It's not about the circumstances. It's about you. You. Give yourself that gift of letting it go. Don't hold on to it. Okay. Reconciliation. Hand in hand with the forgiveness. This is an agreement that you are going to make with yourself, that you're going to make with your heart, that you're going to make with God, whatever your higher source is, spirit, your better half, your kids, your pets, whatever. That you are no longer going to be held hostage by that negativity, by that bad energy. You're not going to do it anymore. You're not going to let that thing, that circumstance, that person, that situation hold you back anymore. Right? This is about balance, moderation, and control. It's very much like the Temperance card in the tarot, in my opinion. Okay. The last two cards that we have career and blessing. Now, the career talks to us about, I think, the opportunity and the possibility, right? Because we're boosting ourselves. We're giving ourselves an injection of joy and of just navigating, right? Where all doors are open. The sky is, the limit, and we can see as far as we need to. There's no limitations. There's no boundaries with this, right? That's what I think this speaks to. May also be a calling for some, right? I wouldn't be here doing this. Throwing cards, communicating with all of you, building this wonderful community that we've built. If I didn't share my story, if I wasn't encouraged by you to share my story, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know that I had this connection with spirit. That would not have happened. Blessings. It is not a secret, and we all know this, that to live our life with joy and happiness and kindness, seeing things for the possibility and the opportunity that is ahead of us, by navigating that beautiful path, right? Taking time to smell the roses along the path, that we can find so many blessings along the way. Things that we wouldn't even have noticed if we weren't being observant, if we weren't being open to it. And you can't be open if you're focused in negativity and just, sort of going through the motions, if you will. Good morning, Sonia. How are you, my friend? Hi, Rose. Hi, Gypsy JJ. Happy Sunday, my friends. So good to see you. Gypsy JJ, I love you right back, my friend. I'm doing well. Thank you, Rose. Hope you're doing well, too. Someone said earlier something about a shoulder surgery. Who had shoulder surgery? Oh, Louise. Well, I hope you're doing okay, love. I hope you're feeling better. Continued good healing vibes for you, my friend. I will pull some cards for you guys if you want in a moment. We're just about to finish up. Today's oracle message is just about that stuck feeling. And how do we navigate that? This is from the animal something. This spirit animal oracle. Listen, I have like 3 animal decks, and they're all the same kind of name, but like the words are different in different order. We've got this snake spirit. 55. 5 meaning change. Yes. Time to heal. Like I said before, let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Beautiful. Oh, Spirit, sometimes I really wish you wouldn't make me cry when you bring me here to a live. Friends, this is the first time I've been live since February the 4th. So this is a powerful reading for me, because I feel like it's really speaking to me. I hope that you find it helpful in some way too. We have the horse spirit. Card number 33. 333. If you see that symbolism, you're protected. Do you see what that says? Freedom is yours. To me, this is about control. Now, for me personally, I know one of my triggers with my anxiety is control. I need to control a situation so that I'm not fearful of the situation. Now, going back to the craft analogy that I used, in my head, the craft turned out beautiful, but in reality, it wasn't. Says who? Me, because I was trying to control that, right? I needed it to be a certain way, and if it didn't turn out that way, that's it. I'm done. I'm never doing it again. Because I really needed it to be perfect. That has nothing to do with the craft. Everything to do with my state of mind. It speaks to the level of my fear, right? Like, for example, coming on live today. I've been live since February. That's a long time for me to be away. A very long time for me to be away. And I was nervous. Not nervous to be with you guys, not nervous to share with you guys, not nervous to pull cards. Just plain nervous. Maybe I don't resonate anymore. Maybe nobody cares about what I have to say. But for some reason, when it comes to this and what we do here, because this is an energy, exchange between you guys and me, Spirit always guides me in the right direction. I wish I could take this and have that apply to the rest of my life sometimes, right? So the next time that we feel stuck, the next time that we're searching for that inspiration or that motivation, we are going to think about any negative vibes or energy that we may be holding on to, anything that we need to release, and we're going to let that go, right? We're going to think about it consciously, that a step is a step, that's growth, that's progress. And as long as we're taking a step, all doors are now open to us. That is going to amp up our beautiful, happy vibes, right? All things are possible if we let go of our limitations and let go of our expectations. Anything is possible. Happiness, blessings, and the freedom that comes with being in that vibe, in that energy, in that happiness place, in that blessing place. We've been there. We know it. We love it. It's like your birthday. It's like Christmas. It's like a wedding. It's like sitting out in the backyard. It's like playing with your animals. It's like dancing around the living room, as I said before, right? Just that happy, zened out, carefree vibe. So the next time you feel stuck, that is your goal. That's where you want to head. It's an awesome message for this Sunday, is it not, my friends? Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Who? I'll give you guys a card if you want a card or two. Aw, thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate you so very much, my friend. All right. Who wants a card? I got cards. I'm like Oprah over here. I got cards. Who wants a card? Let me know. I'll throw you guys a card. I can give you one of each. You really need cards, Rose? All right, my friend. So, one of each. How about that? I love that, Sonia. Absolutely getting out of my own way. All right, my friends. Let me stir these up so I don't lose my place. I got you, Ellen and Rose and Linda and Anita. Got it. Rose. Susan, absolutely, my friend. All right, Rose. Oh, thank you, Gypsy JJ. You're very kind, my friend. All right, this is what I've got for you, Rose. So, these two cards I find really interesting. We have got the loving woman, and we have compassion. Got to be kind to yourself. And when I say be kind to yourself, I don't mean like go ahead and eat that last slice of chocolate cake. That's not what I mean. What I mean is be kind to yourself. Now, you told me to read up. So I'm going to back up my chat here and read up. Oops. Okay, so you said your parents aren't ready for your help. You don't know what you're going to do. I'm just going to say this to you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, okay? not directed at your parents because obviously I don't know them. You can't force someone to allow you to help them, right? All you can do is offer assistance, support, love, kindness, friendship. If they choose that they are not ready, that is okay, right? You now have to be able to let that go and get on with it, right? I hope you understand what I mean. So now you need to lay a solid foundation for yourself, right? Lay a solid foundation with the beaver spirit, right? This is about boundaries and setting limitations, that you're not going to be sitting there waiting by the phone for the call. Okay, now we need you, because that call may never come. That has nothing to do with you as a person or them as people. It is what it is. And I know how difficult that is because I've been there. You all know I've been there times two, right? It's difficult because you want to do something. And so you hold yourself in that position of like sleeping with one eye open sort of vibe so that you can, be on the ready. And what you're doing in that moment is being very unkind to yourself, right? Because yourself still has needs. Yourself still needs things to be done, right? Sitting in that ready sort of and waiting stage is really difficult. And the last card that we have is Courage. This to me feels very much like you need a good release in order for you to be okay, for you to move forward. So that you're not sort of sitting at that, like sleeping with one eye open kind of feeling. I hope that makes sense. Because that's what I'm picking up. Hi, Ivana. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Hope that makes sense, Rose. That's what I got for you, love. Okay. Sonia. And yes, Ivana, I got you, my love, of course. And someone else asked for a card too. Why is my mouse doing that? Susan, Anita, Gypsy. Yeah, I got you, Anita. I'll thank you, Sonia. Okay. No, I get it, Rose. And here's the thing, right? Like, I am not in any way trying to say that is not a real situation, right? Rent is atrocious for people. Mortgage payments are atrocious, right? Groceries, bills, whatever. But if we sit in this, and I'm just making a suggestion, right? To be kind to yourself while you navigate that, because the point is the rent's not going to get any cheaper, and you know that, right? From now until the point in time when you know that you have to move, you are going to freak out, right? You're going to be stressed. You're going to be tense. You're going to be like, what if, oh my God, right? So you've got to be kind to yourself while you navigate that. Because the situation is not going to change. Like either he's going to sell or he's not, and you're going to have to figure it out. Do you understand what I mean? So if you are kind to yourself in those, with all the cards that we pulled previous to that, and allow yourself to just navigate that journey as it comes, maybe it's not going to be as horrible as you think it is, right? Good morning, Kristen. How are you, my friend? I hope that makes sense to you, Rose. All right. Miss Sonia would like a card. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Appreciate all of your love and your support. You guys are the bestest. It is good to be live once again. You know, considering I used to go live so often, it's really something that I haven't been live since February. Vivian has a new channel. Everybody go check that out. And my friends, if you're listening, Miss Ivana is darn close to 500 subscribers. Please do go show her some love if you're not already subscribed to her channel. Ivana, stick your link in there if you can, or someone else can. We got to share the love, friends. We've got to share the love. All right, this is from Miss Sonia. Everybody's cards so far are coming up with a very similar theme. So you have the lovely flamingo spirit and embrace the in-between, right? So picking up on that vibe of taking time to stop and smell the flowers, because you never know. You never know, right? Maybe you think you don't like a tulip, and then all of a sudden you bend over and you smell it, and you're like, wow, who knew, right? If you didn't allow yourself to stop, you wouldn't know. You've got friends and colleagues. So whether this is where you find your happy place, this is where you find your support. And I don't like to be negative, but if there is a situation where some friends, some colleagues are sort of making you feel some sort of way, this is why this is coming out, this embrace the in-between. I almost feel like I can see like a pros and cons list where you're trying to navigate a situation. Like, is it that bad, or is it doable, right? Can I look past some of that stuff? You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm right or not, Sonia, but that's what I'm getting. And then we've got peace. So if you can sort of look past whatever you deem as a fault, or whatever, you know, might get you upset or kick you off, whatever, then you can have a more peaceful existence, right? You can have a better understanding, a better relationship overall, a better feeling about those people. And I don't know if I'm right, but that's what I'm picking up for you, Sonia. I hope that makes sense, love. Oh, look at everybody sharing the love. I love it. Yay. Okay. I've got the spirit animal deck, which is this one, right? These guys here. I've got the quantum oracle. Whoops. It's the second time I've held that upside down. That's the back of them. And then that is the front. Yes. And the spellcasting oracle. That is the back. Front. All right. Who is next? Ellen R. is on the list. Thank you, Vivian. All right. Sip, sip. You're welcome, Vivian, of course. Okay, Sonia. All right. Thank you for that. Gonna make a suggestion to you, Sonia, to try if you haven't already tried it. Susan Lynn, the psychic medium, did a exercise on her channel a long time ago about it's called The Damn Thing. I think that would be helpful in this situation in terms of the embracing the in-between, right? Just as a suggestion. And if you can't find the link, email me and I'll send it to you. I just don't have it like right here, right now. All right, Miss Ellen. Thank you, Gypsy JJ. I found that exercise super helpful. So for all situations. Ellen. Breaking out a different, another deck of cards. I feel like I need like a different card, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, sorry, Ellen. No, don't listen. When I do it's because I'm not able to interpret what it means. Or my instinct is like I need more information before I say something. That's all it means. Please don't get nervous. I'm sorry. So the first card that I've got out is Dark Thoughts. Okay. That card looks really like, you know, kind of yucky. So don't be alarmed by that. Dark thoughts can be anything. It's like being nervous. It can be negative. It can be, you know, angry. It can be a lot of things, right? The next card that I got out is Grieving. So there is the feeling of loss. There is the sense of something being either taken away from you or that you can't have, if that makes sense. That's what I'm picking up anyway. And so when I asked for the different card, it's because I got this one. So Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. So my initial instinct was I'm feeling this sense of loss, right? Something has like sort of slipped away. And you're having difficulty processing that. And then I pull this card and I'm like, okay, so what are we talking about here? Are we talking about a person? Are we talking about, you know, a situation? Like, what is it? So that's why I got out the different deck. And I got Faraway Places, Get Ready for New Horizons. So I think that you have been navigating this energy for a bit. This isn't new. And you are just starting to come out of it. Like you're just starting to plane, or not plane. It's the wrong word, plateau, right? You're just starting to find that sort of solid, sort of straight line to continue forward. Before it was like this, and now it's starting to go a little straighter. And the beautiful part of that is that once we have navigated that kind of energy, no matter how long it takes us to do that, when we get on the other side of that, and we have that open door sort of situation that we talked about in the beginning in front of us, that is such a uplifting, beautiful feeling. Well, happy Cinco de Mayo. Have a great day, Sonia. Thank you so much for being here. I'm not sure if that makes sense to you, Ellen, or not, but that's what I got for you, love. I hope that helps in some way. Be kind to yourself, my friend. All right, Miss Linda. Miss Linda. Miss Linda. Not sure, Ellen, if you know anything about astrology. I'm just going to share an experience that I had in hopes that it will be helpful. So I looked up my birth chart on, I think it was, it's astrocafe.com, I believe is the name of the website. I put in my information and I read the report that comes at the bottom of the birth chart, at the bottom of the natal chart. And it's super interesting because it basically is giving you the information that, like, you know, why you do the things that you do, or, you know, why you react the way that you do, or why you feel the way that you do. Past life regressions are also helpful, and at least for me personally have been helpful for that. You know, I don't understand why I feel the way that I do. I don't understand why I have that behavior. I don't understand why I always react that way. And then you have a reading, or, you know, astrology chart done, and all of a sudden it's like things make sense now. And there's a sense of relief that comes from it, because now you understand that this has been sort of handed down. Well, you know, that happened, but that happened way back when, and I've sort of carried it forward. And all of a sudden now it's not a like a blame thing. If that, I'm not explaining this well at all, but I hope you understand what I mean. Yes, Louise, absolutely. Hi, Diamond. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Let me just start that. Okay. Stop talking and start shuffling. That's what we're saying. Yeah. Just the same cards over and over and over again. And you guys can hear me shuffling, right? You can see me shuffling. Here's the card showing. It's like, what is happening? Oh, I love this for you, Linda. Love this for you, my friend. Love it for you. Okay. You have got taking steps, right? Work in progress, my friend. Work in progress. Learn from the past. Learn from the past. Meaning, sort of in conjunction with what we were just talking about with Ellen, right? The past is just that. It doesn't define you, right? Like, there's a lot of people that say, oh, like, if I could do things over, I would, or, you know, I have regrets. And other people are like, I don't have any regrets because they all brought me to this point. They were all experiences that navigated me to this spot. And this spot's pretty okay, right? Use the lessons from the past and how you navigate the past to bring you forward in a view, or in a lens of growth. Okay. And we have the lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. I love that for you, Linda. Be generous of spirit. And then we have healing. Right? So this is letting go of whatever you're holding on to from the past. It does not dictate the future. Doesn't. Be that strong, brave, and courageous, persevering lion. Good morning, Bims. Anita, you can apply your question to when I pull the cards for you, okay? Because I'm not really doing like personal questions today. I'm just giving people cards. So I know that you were asking about your love relationship, and we'll sort of apply that to the cards when we get there, okay? It's good to see you, Bims. Okay, so Anita, you're actually up next. And here we go, my friend. I hope that that was helpful, Linda. You're welcome, Ellen. All right. Miss Anita. Feels good to be live again, friends. I will tell you that. Sharing this time with all of you guys. I missed you all a whole bunch. Aw, thanks, Linda. Thanks, Anita. Very kind. Appreciate all the love, all the support. You guys are the bestest. So, I often don't, when I'm pulling 4 cards, I don't often get the same card twice. So we'll just say that. I'm going to pull like one more card because I think that I know what this is telling me, but I just want to be certain. You know, because it's a matter of the heart. It's important, right? I get it. Look at that. Flipped over inside, friends. Okay. Wow. So, I'm not sure what's going on, Anita, but I feel like two things. So either like extra, like pressure from outside. So other people's expectations, other people's opinions, you're trying to make everybody happy kind of vibe, which has caused your feelings to sort of take a backseat to everybody else's, if that makes sense. That's caused you a lot of pain and a lot of upset and a lot of stress, I feel. And I sort of feel like you're navigating this space of like, why, you know, like, how do I make this right? How do I make this better? Why is this happening? You know, and like, and then you sort of get that hamster wheel going where you're doing a whole lot of questioning. And it feels like a matter of the heart should be about the heart, not about the head, if that makes sense. And so I feel like the cards are telling you to take it back to your heart, right? So I said I got 2 cards, 2 different decks, both saying peace, right? So you need to bring a sense of peace to the situation, right? You need to bring a sense of peace to yourself, right? And I believe that this is about a marriage thing, and I don't know if you're married already or if you're about to get married or you want to get married or whatever the marriage thing is. But I'm just going to say this. And I'm speaking from my personal experience. You can't navigate a love relationship with anybody else's expectations other than your own, right? So what I mean by that is this: your heart has to be good. Okay, so were you not the one in the beginning that was asking about the marriage thing? Or the marriage question, not the marriage thing. I apologize, that was rude. Where are you here? I'm trying to find your comment in the beginning. When will I get married and how will... Okay, so that was you. Okay. So again, don't know if other people are putting expectations on you that you should be married, or, you know, when are you going to get married? You know, you should have been married by now, like that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. So we've got these 2 cards of peace. Okay. Both of them saying peace. We have compassion. So this need for you to be kind to yourself, for other people to just, like, you know, live their life and let you live your life, right? We've got Bobcat, Spirit, and Life is a Mystery, which it kind of makes me smile in a way, because we can't make these things just happen, right? Sure, there's been movies and books written that, if you want a husband or a wife in 30 days or 60 days or 3 months or whatever, this is how you do it. That's not how it works. That's not real life, right? It will happen when it is meant to happen. And until then, you got to figure out how to navigate that space, which is why you need to bring peace to yourself and not sort of be searching for it, if that makes sense. That last card that I've got is Crossing Bridges. It is time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing, which means that you need to do some work on yourself so that you're ready when the time is right. Right? I hope that makes sense to you. That's what I got for you. Gypsy JJ. And then we have Susan and then Ivana. And I didn't see who would start after that. Hi, Moon Scarab. How are you, my love? Somebody in your mind? Okay. So if it's someone in your mind, Anita, that's lovely. Just make sure that you're being very kind to yourself when you navigate that space, right? That you're doing the work that you need to do so that you're putting out the right vibe and then attracting the right energy to you, right? If it was meant to be, it will happen, as my mother used to say quite often. I don't have a confirmation whether that is going to happen or not. Because I feel that the reason I didn't get that confirmation is because you need to do some work on yourself first, right? You got to love yourself before someone else can love you. That kind of vibe is what I was picking up. Gypsy JJ, my dear friend, we've got people, new supportive connections. So whether you have met someone new who you feel like is a friend, or a friend is coming in the very, very near future, right? A new connection, a new support system, or a new member of your support system. It's really interesting to me. You've got Bobcat Spirit, Life is a Mystery, number 8, right? And then you've got the Courage card coming out with this lion, and the lion, like the Bobcat, right? In the month of August. That's crazy to me. Maybe the new friend is coming in August. Just saying. This is like when you least expect it, something just like appears before you. And so far, as we're answering the questions, as we're pulling these cards, I sort of feel like everybody's readings are sort of tying in with everybody else's readings, right? Like if we're not looking for it, that's when it appears, right? Sort of like the same thing I was just saying, right? About the books and the stuff where, you can find a husband or a wife in 30 days or 3 months or whatever. You follow all of these tips and tricks. And it's like, just let it happen. It will happen, right? So I want you to be open to new people coming into your life. Gypsy JJ. It could be an animal, right? It could be someone that works at the local store that you're going to see on often. It could be a new neighbor, right? It doesn't have to be a romantic vibe. I'm not necessarily picking that up, but I'm not picking that up. But I just want you to be open to it. Because I know that you've been hurt. So be open to it. Be open to it, my friend. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for you. All right, Miss Susan is up next. I love that. Gypsy JJ. Open. Fleck says, I'm taking everyone's cards. And yes, you're right, Fleck. My mom said believe all the time. You must believe. Wow, did you see that? That shot right out of my hand. I said my mom, and look at the card that flew out. The loving woman. Let us reveal the other cards so we know what the heck's going on. What is the message for Susan, Spirit? Is Susan the loving woman? Is there a loving woman around Susan? Is a loving woman coming towards Susan? Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay, so 5 cards literally flipped over. So you've got the loving woman. Oh, just beautiful. The loving woman. Look at that. Gorgeous. You've got the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Be on the lookout for butterflies, my darling. Be on the lookout for butterflies. It's going to make me cry. Turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Susan, is this about Mother's Day? Are you feeling something? Sorry. Are you feeling something about Mother's Day? Is it upsetting you in some way, Mother's Day? Okay. I knew that. I mean, I didn't know that your mom was getting ready to pass. But I knew I can feel it. I can feel your heart hurts really bad. Sorry. You have White Raven spirit and trust in the magic. Okay? I want you to know I've been there, Susan. I've been in that spot. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. My heart literally hurts for you. You've got Badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. And you've got the Pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. First thing I want to do is I want to say to everybody in the chat, code word for Susan, because she could sure use it. You guys know what the code word is. And the second thing I want to say, Susan, is if you ever need to talk, please feel free to send me an email, because I've been through this. It's a difficult thing to navigate. And I think what Spirit is trying to do is to give you an embrace, an injection of love and courage and strength, and to remind you of, people that you have, that you can count on, that you can lean on, that you can go to, that you don't have to navigate this alone. I mean, that's just crazy. See what I mean, friends, about how everybody's readings are sort of connecting with everybody's readings? Flex said in the chat, my mom used to say the word believe. I said, Mom, this card flipped out as I was doing Susan's reading. the loving woman. She said, "Is that my mom?" And I'm like, that's just crazy. That's nice. That's so nice. So, again, just going through this one more time, right? Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful, okay? That's your mom's transformation, right? The turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. That's giving of your love and your support. That is also your mother giving to you with love and support and grace. The grace of the transition, right? The white raven spirit, trust in the magic, meaning allow yourself to think of like outside of the grief, outside of the potential loss, right? Sort of in the spiritual realm, not in the physical realm. And I know that that's really, really, really hard to do. Okay? Be fearless and bold as you navigate this space. Use your mind wisely. So don't let your mind go all right when the emotions come in and they overwhelm you. If that's what you're experiencing, or if that's what you're going to experience, put your hands over your heart, do some self-soothing, and reach out to those other people in your life that you can count on, right? Let them be your shoulder. So you be strong for your mom, and then you let your friends or your other family members lift you up and give you that resurgence of energy while you navigate this. Okay? And like I said, if you need to talk, you send me an email. Many blessings to you, my love. Oh, hi, JR. If anyone else pops in and sees me crying, it was that reading. Holy cow, that was powerful. Oh, I felt that. I felt like my mom was here giving me those cards for you, Susan. Oh my gosh, okay. Miss Ivana. Woo! Kristen, you know what my therapist told me to do about that? Because, as you guys all know, I was stuck there as well. One of the things that my therapist told me, well, two things that my therapist told me in reference to this. I need a cigarette, my gosh. For every sad memory that you remember two positives. So you could sort of balance it out, right? And then when you remember those positives, try to get as detailed as possible, like right down to the furniture or the wallpaper or the color of the tie or the food that was on the plate. Like really, really detailed, because as you immerse yourself in those details, you will feel that embrace around you and the sadness will slowly dissipate because you will get lost in those details. And I found it very, very helpful in my own, stuff. So I hope that helps. Okay. Miss Ivana. Thanks so much, you guys, for hanging out with me. I really, 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 truly appreciate it. And see, it was meant to be that we were all here today because, like I said, so far, everybody's readings are sort of like piggybacking off of each other. Gotta love it when Spirit does that. The other thing I want to say in conjunction with what Diane said, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to like read and, remember, I haven't been live in a long time, friends. There's no timeline, there's no timeline. Some people are perfectly okay right away, and some people aren't. It's taking me 10 years to just be sort of okay. Completely normal and completely natural. Your time is your time. Wow, Ivana, what are you doing? I need another card here. Hold on a second. All right, thank you. Nice, my friend. Okay, we've got commitment. I feel like you are either about to or you have made a commitment to something that might have been sort of a little bit floppy, right? Like, I'm going to do this and, oh, well, I'll do it next week. You know what I mean? Like, like 1 minute you're 100% and the next minute you're sort of like 50%, right? So I feel like you're coming into that, right? We've got present power or present power, depending on how you want to look at it. Look at that. Look at those beautiful animals, right? Think of the strength card in tarot, right? The inner bravery, the perseverance, the courage, right? The feet firmly planted on the ground. I can do anything, right? That belief. We've got courage. Can you see that? Courage. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's literally like may the fourth be with you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just go forward, right? You got your suit of armor on, you got your sword, and you're like, look out, I'm coming. And the last card is the Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. So if you boldly go forward, the universe is going to sort of like match your speed, right? It's going to be there for you. It's 111, by the way. Thank you, Mommy. I love you. And I miss you. And I definitely know you're here with me. That's what I got for you. Go forward, my friend, and the universe will match you in abundance. I mean, how awesome is that? Absolutely, Diamond. I got you, love. Okay, so we have Louise and Diamond. So Louise is up next. Yep, I love it. I guess what it's trying to say is, don't let like fear or don't let anything stop you from achieving whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, right? Move forward with the understanding and the knowing that the universe is got you, right? And sometimes you may be required to dig down deep, right? And sort of put your suit of armor on to protect yourself, because you could be going into uncharted territory, right? You got this. With those two cats on your side and that tin suit and that sword, I wouldn't want to meet you in a dark alley. I'm just kidding. All right, Miss Louise is up. Wow, look at that. Flipped right over inside the deck. You know how I'm always saying, Ivana, like, don't make me come over there? Like, literally, don't make me come over there. I'd be afraid. I might meet the tin suit and the sword. I'm kidding, honey. All right. Everybody, please do go check out Ivana and give her some love. She's almost at 500 subscribers. Nobody deserves it more. The lady works very, very hard. She's an awesome reader and one of my good friends. In case y'all haven't figured that out yet. Okay. Miss Louise, amazing cards for you, my love. But I do want to pull one more card because I'm not sure specifically what this might be sort of aiming at. Could just be a message, or it could be something specific. I feel like it's something specific, but it's not telling me what it is. If that makes sense, what I just said. And you'll laugh when I show you the cards. All right. We have optimism. Love that card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just a beautiful image, right? Standing there between that portal with all the fruits and the flowers, right? Staring off at all that abundance, that beautiful nature, the greenery, right? Just feeling that calming Zen vibe. Feeling quite blessed. We have embraced the in-between with the flamingo spirit. Hold on 1 second, you guys. 1 sec. So sorry. Sometimes when spirit is here, my nose runs, and it's really embarrassing, and I apologize, but I had to wipe my nose. You have embraced the in-between. Okay? And then you have answers. And that's why I said that you would find that funny, because I'm looking for an answer, and I've got the answer card. Now, what I think is happening here, and I should show you your fourth card that I pulled, which is the crossing bridges, right? It is time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. It's like someone is saying to you, or spirit is suggesting, that you just sort of throw open the drapes, open the window, open the door, get out of the car, and just breathe, right? Just allow yourself some quietude, some space, some sort of like Zen vibes. You know what I mean? Just allow yourself that break, that sort of opportunity for a recharge or reset, right? Take yourself out of an environment or a situation and take yourself to a place that provides that for you. So like out in nature, for example, right? Allow yourself the calm, right? And in the in-between of the calm and the chaos is where the answers will come. So when you take that moment, right? When you allow yourself to go outside, when you allow yourself to see things from a clear perspective, that's when things will start to make sense. Because that is when healing happens. That's when release happens. That's when your happy vibe comes up and your negative vibe pushes out, right? All of a sudden, clear thinking, clear thoughts, clear answers become more what you're seeing as opposed to only questions. Does that make sense? So I think what's coming up for you in May, what's ahead for you, is this feeling of sort of merging and purging, right? Getting rid of negativity and embracing positivity, bringing in that peace for yourself, that hopefulness. That's the word I was looking for, hopefulness. Hi, Bernie girl. I hope that makes sense. Hope it resonates. All right, Miss Diamond. So, here we go. Oh, thanks, Gypsy JJ. So, see, you guys, I got a new chair. See, it's lovely. It's all different patterns and colors and textures. It's great. Absolutely, Diamond. I appreciate you being here. Absolutely, Bernie Girl. I can do that for you. Man, that flamingo spirit has got a message for us today, friends. Embrace the in-between. Again. I love the new chair, friends. So when I'm not sitting here, I push this chair up against my desk. I bring that chair, I mean, it's not ideal, but I bring that chair over here because I have a TV over there that you guys can't see on the other side of, on the bookcase. And I watch TV. Cats aren't a fan of the chair because they can't sit with me in the chair because it's not big enough. But they certainly take advantage in sitting in it when I'm not in it. All right. Diamond. I don't feel like this is the right deck. Okay. Either someone's not being honest with you. Okay, let me rephrase that. Either you feel like someone's not being honest with you or has not been honest with you about a situation, or you have gone through something where you are not showing everybody how you actually feel. I almost feel like you are, how do I say that? Like you're trying to put, you're like, everything's fine. There's nothing to see here. Move along, right? But like inside, you're like a hot mess. And I'm not saying that you are a hot mess. I'm just using that to explain kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So the first card that I've got is Behind a Mask. Okay. So either we're not seeing something because we're intentionally not wanting to, we're trying to heal from something, we're hurt from something, someone has hurt us. We're not showing our whole self, right? Whether it be to us or to others. Like I said, this card continuously, I mean, this is like the fourth time we've got this, right? Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. It kind of, this isn't the right analogy, but it's the thing that popped in my mind. So I hope that this makes sense. It's like all or nothing is what I'm feeling. And what I mean by that, in terms of like trying to sort something out, you're like either all the way over here, like it's all black or it's all white. There's no gray area, right? You're not allowing yourself, or the situation isn't allowing yourself to find that middle ground, that place where you can navigate, right? Okay. So the third card that I got out was Blessings. I feel like there are blessings there, but I mean this with no judgment or disrespect. We're not seeing them. Or we're not really feeling them. Because that thing, whatever that thing is that we are hiding from, is so strong. It's like I'm saying it, but I don't know that I really mean it. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So then I went to this deck when I said I'm not sure that this is the right deck. And 3 cards came out, and these are the 3 cards. We've got Rejuvenating Rain, Clear the Past, Heal the Present. So again, this ties right to the very beginning and the general reading that we did for the Sunday Oracle message, right? I know how hard this is to do. I know how hard it is to do, to release, to let go, to forgive, to, get past something. I know how hard it is. I'm still doing it. 12 years later, I'm still doing it. So I get it. If you have to do it 100 more times, it is benefiting you. Doesn't benefit anyone else, right? You've got to find, individuals have to find a way to let that pain go. Because that negative energy is holding on to you and literally holding you hostage, right? Stops you from moving forward. Okay? And you may say, okay, great. Well, that's great, Kelly. And how am I supposed to do that? Easy for you to say. Remember, the second card that we had out, or the first card that we had out today, was taking steps, right? You've got begin now, take your first step. Every step is a step. It's growth. It's forward movement. It's all doors opening, all possibilities available to you. And that's how you have to see it. You have to see it that way in order for you to tell your mind that this is positive, that I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. Right? One step at a time. And that's totally okay. Your last card is Narrow Pathway and Tread Thoughtfully. Remember to do things for yourself, right? I don't care what it is. I don't want you to celebrate the bejeebers out of it, right? I want you to love yourself. I want you to hug yourself. I want you to wink at yourself before you leave the house and when you come in. When you pass by the mirror, go, gosh, you're beautiful. Look at your beautiful smile. Something, you know what I mean? Pamper yourself. Hug yourself. Boost yourself up. Create your own happiness, right? Make your happiness the most important thing. Because believe it or not, and we know this, we all know this, but sometimes when we're in the thick of it, it is like lost to us. You can bring yourself out of I don't want to say like a negative place, but like a funk, right? You ever feel like you've been in a rut or in a funk and it's just like, ugh, yuck. You can do that. You can pick yourself up. So pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. I hope that helps, my friend. And I'm sorry for the challenges that you're going through. All right, Bernie Girl has asked for some cards. So we will give Bernie Girl some cards and then we will call it a day. Oh, you're very welcome, Diamond. I'm glad that it helps, my friend. Many blessings to all of you for being here today and for helping each other and loving each other and supporting each other. Spirit brought us together for a reason today, I feel. All right. For Bernie Girl. Yesterday, friends, I played in the garden. It was lovely. My hands are like a mess, but I was playing in the garden. Pulling all the weeds out, doing all the things. Getting ready to bring in some plants and flowers. Bernie girl, I feel like you might be unintentionally holding yourself back in some way. Like maybe you're not fully on board with something, if that makes sense. So the first card that I've got out is deserving. It's a lovely card, right? Whether this is deserving of happiness, deserving of being stress-free, deserving of, you know, I don't know why, but this makes sense to me. So let's say that you've lost someone that you love, and you feel that other people feel or would feel or think that it is not okay for you to laugh, or it's not okay for you to smile, or just to feel good in general. And so, you know, you keep that inside. It's like, it feels like that to me, like other people's thoughts or opinions are influencing you, and so you're sort of holding it in. Or maybe this is an internal thing, like you're not allowing yourself to show the world all that you have to offer, right? You're holding your light back. You've got the turtle spirit, which is slow and steady wins the race. It feels like very much like a card of encouragement to you, or for you. That little voice in the back of your head saying, like, you got this. I don't know if you've ever done any mirror work before, but I found it really, really helpful. There's like link on my, or not links, there's there are examples of it on my channel, where you're talking to yourself, to your reflection, as like your best friend would talk to you, just really loving yourself up. Put your hands over your heart and do some self-soothing, right? You close your eyes, you think of good thoughts, just hold your hands there and let your love be felt through your heart, and then let it come back through your hands again, right? And let that sort of circulate around you. It's about giving yourself an embrace and that feeling of encouragement. Okay. You have protection. Thank you, Linda. Blessings to you, my friend. Hope you have a great day. I want to share this with you, Bernie girl. So at the beginning, when I said that I was going live, I haven't been live since February, like the 4th, I think. It's the longest time that I haven't been live for, since I started my channel, which was over 2.5 years ago. And I was nervous today. Was anybody going to show up? Spirit's still going to, talk to me? All of the things. Because I have anxiety panic disorder, I could have freaked out. But for whatever reason, when I'm ready to do this, when I want to do this, when I feel pulled towards doing this, it just sort of, like, I'm drawn to it. So I even though I'm nervous, I still show up. The point that I'm trying to make to you is the feeling that I'm having with these cards is that it's almost like you don't believe that you are deserving for something good to happen, or you're not allowing yourself to see the good that's happening, or something like that. Just know that it's not by accident, right? that you are given what you are given because you are able to handle it. You may not, it's like the analogy of like everything happens for a reason, even though we have no idea what the reason is, right? It's kind of like that kind of vibe. This speaks to trust. You have to trust yourself, you have to trust your heart, and you have to trust spirit, right? Because without it, the pressure that you're putting on yourself to do all of the things, to have all of the answers, to have things all figured out before they even happen, doesn't really make sense, does it? When we say it like that, right? Sometimes you just have to put your faith in something. Why not put your faith in yourself, right? So love yourself up so that you can renew and restore that trust and that faith that you have in yourself, right? The last card that we have, Finding Sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So I would suggest to you mirror work as well as do some meditation, right? Maybe, I don't know, just start talking to spirit wherever, whenever, however. Maybe you're in the living room, maybe you're going to bed, maybe you're on a walk. Just start talking. Have a conversation. They're always listening. Okay? All right. Aw. Yeah. That's very kind of you, Bernie girl. Thank you. It's difficult, when we are people pleasers or caregivers or empaths, moms, grandmoms, aunts, sisters, dads, brothers. But like when we are always doing things for other people and then we sit down, we forget about ourselves. And at the end of the day, if we can navigate that and sort of allow ourselves to recharge ourselves and bring ourselves back up, that's fine. But it's when we can't, when we feel so depleted that we can't sort of reinvigorate ourselves, right? Because that's when you start to feel sort of like used or abused or like a punching bag of sorts, right? Underappreciated. That's when you need to like boost yourself back up. Oh, you're so sweet, Fleck. Oh, blessings. Friends, thank you so much for joining me on this lovely Sunday. I'm sorry I couldn't give you more notice. I didn't know I was going to have time to go live or that I was going to go live. But anyways, I am so glad that I did. I can't say thank you enough for the love, the support. I feel so much better. I hope that you guys do feel good as well. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart for just hanging out with me. You don't know what you did for me today. Oh, thank you, Bernie girl. Blessings, my friend. Thank you. Very kind. I will be back soon. I promise it won't be another month before I'm live again. Until we see each other again, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I wish you many blessings. Remember to be kind to yourself. Love yourself up. And yes, if you have a mom, a grandmom, an aunt, someone who is like a mom to you, please make sure that you show them some love, give them a hug. To all those mothers out there, gosh knows where this world would be without you, without their love and constant attention and affection, right? where would the world be? All right, friends, off I go. Get on with my day. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah. Bye, everybody.